All right. Attempted stream start now. Hopefully, this one works better than the last attempt. I apparently have an excellent connection. Enable live chat. All right. Hopefully, this happens. YouTube.com/getdaved. All right. We're live this time. First and foremost, we have to wait for people to arrive. There's one person watching, and it's me. Not even my own mother. I say this every time, but I guess this is why. We'll show you the website too. This is why people have like the countdown timers. All right. Hey people! Hello, son. 4 people. We're up to 10 and one of them's me. 10 people are watching the stream. Number 4 will throw you for a trip. All right. All right. Welcome, gang, or peeps if you're watching it on the on demand. I made a video game. Well, the company I work for made a video game, but I'm the only developer. During my in-person night class, Shadow Hunter, what are you taking a class in? You're talking to a former tutor. There's a very small chance I can help you. It's all right. I got your back. It's all right. I got your back. There we go. I'm just gonna type a bunch of stuff. I made a game at a company I also made. EVGA was the PSU supplier? Oh, that's right. You can see the RMA thing. Yeah, my faith was shaken. I talk up EVGA. Know what? I'm not gonna mix it with this. Hey, I got my friend the cheapest possible power supply. It malfunctioned on the same day my own expensive one malfunctioned. Things happen. Weirder things happen. But yeah, was a little surprised. Anyway, I started a company called Reclamation Games. This is the website I made. It's not fancy. I'm actually very proud. If you're a web dev, look at it under the hood. I think this is a minimalist masterpiece. And I don't say that lightly. Made a video game at Reclamation Games, along with very few other talented people. But we've got a thing. And I'm excited. And I wanted to share that with you. If you wanted to help out, all right. Somebody type it for Shadow, okay? Anybody help me out if I miss something. I made a company called Reclamation Games. I'm making typos. My hands are cold. I was just outside. It's October. Everywhere. It's October everywhere. But in Edmonton, the weather pattern is there tends to be light snow. It goes away for a bit, and then in like January or February, winter flexes and grinds everyone into the dust. All right, moving on. Moving on from the outside. Yeah, made a video game. It's a Metroidvania action exploration game, very story driven. I think it's a very good story. You can just take my opinion for it. Yeah, it's highly subjective. It's awkward because like you can tell people it's like I think I'm a pretty good author, but it's like, oh, I know people who think they're pretty good authors, and that's trouble. Oh, Hitman's a Flames fan? Well, congratulations on the Jakob Markstrom signing. I tip my hat to you. I'm sure Mike Smith will do just as well. Yeah, anyway, we got a good story. Why Caliber liked it. There's your thing. He was one of the people going over because Why Caliber is also an English teacher. Which means he knows his trash. Yeah, shots fired. The stuff you wrote in high school wasn't that good. Especially the one you thought was good. Anyway. Yeah, video game is up. If you have any questions, people were asking me questions about it during the Halcyon 6 stream. But yeah, we'll walk through this. Because, like, it's awkward when you're writing market stuff, because, like the marketing people, like, they want to use, you know, accessible terms, I guess would one be, but it's like, she's looking for the love of her life. And it's like, I feel like that's a little misleading. In a way, it's like technically true, but like that makes it sound like this is a touchy-feely game, when it's like full of anger and hatred, and like it's a game about suffering, if you ask me, and it's about like cause and effect and how you cope with difficult things, and yeah. A case, like, they wanted to write in time travel, and I switched that to, like, time bending, because a thing that comes up, the power-ups in this game are called artifacts. Raina unknowingly has one, and it'll allow her to go back to a moment when she had it, which is only very recently, so she can alter events in the last however long your playtime is. So this will affect the issue of routing in a Metroid game very, very significantly. I don't actually super love time travel stuff, but I was trying to think of like what's something interesting you could do in a Metroidvania, and in a game genre defined by encountering like locked doors you can't open and then finding a key later, the ability to travel back and only back becomes very, I think, interesting, and you can make some very interesting puzzles, and you can make some very interesting situations and narrative problems that you can make a Metroidvania narrative problem, which is kind of interesting. Like God of War? No. Multiple solutions for every problem? There's multiple ways to go through the game, and there's more than one ending you can get, and the game randomizes a couple things at the, like, when you create the file that will impact how you will have to go about some things. So you have control over some, and the game will control some, and you have to figure both out. That's what I'll say about that. And hey, take as many tries as you need. What color are the endings? I think I can answer that. Red, green, and blue. In the green ending, we just straight up just say it's the best, and Reina becomes one with the chaos in the universe. The red ending, she just wipes out everything evil, and the blue ending, she takes over, I guess. Yeah, and the green is best whether or not you agree with it. Oh yeah, alternatively she can, I don't know. There is like the ending they added where you can shoot the child at the end. For those of you who are not aware about the Mass Effect 3 joke, none of this part is true. When this sells 1 million copies, wins Game of the Year, and becomes the next Undertale, will you quit YouTube? Heck, if it sold 1 million copies, I could hire a doppelganger. So the answer might end up being yes. All right, how much is the game going to cost? $18.99. The game actually has no ending. That's not true. It has a few. Yeah, game's going to go for $18.99 US. That's the plan. Built-in randomizer for those of you who really like replayability. I have mentioned this. The game is structured. The way the rooms are designed, I can rearrange them. There's no overlapping bounding rectangles in the game, which is a boring thing, but yeah, it allows you to rearrange the layout really easily. And then there will be other randomized things as well. Randomizing in a Metroidvania is kind of interesting. And there will probably be some procedural raw stuff just to make the rooms connect. So chucking an enemy in a room that's just a hallway, and so everything fixes. Director commentary LP. Yeah, a lot of people ask about that. And the answer is that would probably come later on. I wouldn't do that as like a launch event. You have to play it forever? You don't have to. The randomizer, it adds discovery. For those of you not familiar, it scrambles the items in the game in a way that still ensures you can beat it. So that's a good thing. Because most combinations are probably impossible, right? So, and you can usually set flags, which is like, what do you want to randomize and by how much? So like, what if you didn't want to randomize the layout? You want the world to be the same. That's very popular with Super Metroid because in Super Metroid, the level design's really good. So you don't want to mess around with that too much, right? It's in a good spot. But you already, if you play the game a couple times, you know where everything is. So what if we just put them in different spots? Then you'd have to explore again. You'd have to figure out the routing again. And that's going to come stock with the game. Probably at launch. Every time I say one of these things, it's so awkward because like there's no marketing department to overhype and overpromise right now. It's like I look at the things on my to-do list and I'm like, oh no. When is it going to be released? The current target is April 29th, 2021. And it could get pushed back because they really want to get the simultaneous Switch release. So we'll see. I am hiring people to help with stuff. By people, I mean person. To help with some of the 3D modeling. He does really good work. I'm not going to say anything till he's producing stuff. Is this the game I've been working on, Dave? Yes. This is Reina and Jericho. I've spent the last however long 4 years working on it really intensely for the last 13 months. Really intensively, really. With great intensity. Are you hiring yourself to market it? No, but I am doing some marketing to it. I have a PR firm that's helping me with stuff who have taught me many helpful things like wish lists are what matter. That was news to me. I thought like, what about pre-orders? And they're like, don't do pre-orders. You want wish lists. So if you want to help promote the game, put it on your Steam wish list. If you don't have a Steam account, make one. That would help. And tell your friends to put it on your wish list, especially if you think they would like it, and tell them to tell their friends. Am I going to reach out to other YouTubers to see if they will do a playthrough? Yes. I have some YouTuber friends. Who's Jericho? I don't know what you're talking about. If there's two people in the picture, Reina's definitely the one on the left. Okay, any speedrunning bonuses, rewards, or is more story puzzle focused? Okay, so there's also a plan for a speedrun mode. So yeah, the expectation is like, the game mode, Reina and Jericho, is if you want to play, quote, the game. If you want to go fast, there is a speedrun mode that basically cuts the cutscenes out and puts items, like if there were an item you would get from a cutscene, and there's like no fight before it or anything, right? It's just like this guy, the event that happens in this room is like Reina takes this thing from him or something. Then that would just become a treasure box. And then there's timers built in and stuff like that. So that would be speedrun mode. Also, this is going to have to be a short one because I have a meeting. It's reveal day. Today is crazy. Okay, is there voice acting? Yes, not full voice acting. How did I do it? When I told everyone 13 months ago that I quit my job to work full-time on the game, I inspired a guy named Grant, who is a subscriber of the channel. He wanted to be a voice actor. He quit his job and focused on that. He VA'd a couple characters and made a bunch of friends who were also voice actors. And I gave them all very small amounts of money to do some of the stuff for the game. And hopefully, the goal is someday we'll port it to another console after release. Someday is not like super hypothetical. It would be after release. We port it to one more console and roll out a free update to roll voice acting into everything. They're all professionals who work at Funimation. I paid them literally dollars on dollars. Yes, enough to buy one incredibly fancy meal. Or, if you, sometimes less. But there was a lockdown. They all needed work. Ugh. I owe COVID so much. Yeah, where are we going? Jericho's a wrestler. Boy, you can tell who the wrestling fans are. What about modding options? You see many opportunities for that. That is something I am not thinking about right now because I've modded games, but I don't know a ton about the process on Steam. That's something that could happen. Is this the first video game without Nolan North? Yeah. You want a face reveal? If you want to know what I look like, you have to find the short film I wrote and directed and acted in for Escapist magazine. And it's not that hard to find, but finding that is a rite of passage. And I look exactly the same, but more tired now. Oh, you can't see that. Anyway. Yeah. Thanks for the congratulations, everybody. If you want to help out, yeah, put it on the wish list. That's all that matters. You want to get wish lists for launch day. And when Steam sees a game with lots of wish lists coming out on launch day, then good things happen. So that everything is about the push for that. Yeah, my Get Dave channel icon is drawn based on my face. Can you purchase this with Get Dave points? Unfortunately, Get Dave points increase the cost of the game if you choose to redeem them. So, anyway, reclamationgames.com can link you to /Reina. You know, this page, reinaandjericho.com will take you to this website, and both have links to the Steam page, or you can check it out. I'll put the link in the description after the fact. Put it in the chat right now. Yeah, if you think it looks cool, you can watch the trailer on there. I'm not going to watch the trailer here because bump up my analytics. I need a solid. I'm an indie dev going up against friggin' Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, and now I gotta go. I'm sorry, gang. It's a crazy day. Put comments, not like stuff in the chat, but if you have any other questions, put them in the comments and, you know, I'll answer them. And yeah, take care, everyone. I'll do another stream soon, pretty close to the end of the month either way. And yeah, I'll let you know what's up. Oh boy, it's a busy day. What can you do to help me out? Put it on your wish list. Tell your friends, put it on your wish list. Tell your enemies to put it on their wish list. Yeah, that's all it is. That's the name of the game today. Thanks for watching, everybody. On to the next thing. Oh my goodness. This was supposed to be a day off. Here I go. Take care, everyone.